All right, hunting for podcast episode 17, 18, or 19. I don't know. Hunting for podcast.
I
Yeah.
do all this setup.
Hang on.
This is what I get. You don't even know the name of the podcast we do.
You're getting a lot tonight, Billy.
We're changing the name now. We're rebranding. No. Okay, folks.
We're hunting for Richard Abraham.
Yes, where is he? We can't find him. So keep this going because this is perfect. No, another episode of Hunting for Glory podcast. Just having a little fun here with very good friends of mine. And we got the Johnny Arreola Productions, right, John?
Hello.
Yep, marketing company DigiDash, and we got the Mikey Rieke. That has been helping me from day one with this podcast. This is the heart and soul of it, folks, right here.
Usually behind the camera.
This is the guy. He's always behind the camera, but we decided to put him up because he's got to go away for a little bit, but he's still going to be part of the podcast and taking care of everything. And me and him are working on something else that we can't really talk about yet, but you'll know very soon and within the year. But
where are you going, Mikey?
Yeah.
Where am I going?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, they usually like to keep me behind the cameras. I'm not much to look at here, so that's I usually stay behind the cameras here.
That's where we keep you.
Yeah, exactly. This episode's gonna get 0 views because I'm up front now. I unfortunately headed to Pittsburgh, so I'll still be pretty active, helping out with the pod here. I, want to be able to do all the editing, helping out with our future projects here that we're very excited about. So, headed to Pittsburgh for a couple of years. Should be fun. Open to it. No, it's not Chicago, but it'll be a good time.
You're going to be a Steelers fan now or no?
No, fuck that, dude.
Okay,
I flew in for the first time.
Okay.
I was like, why is everyone so big here in Pittsburgh? Everyone's pretty hefty over there. So, my fiance was like, well, everyone puts fries on their salads. It's like, oh yeah, that's great. That's great. But,
okay, hopefully no one in Pittsburgh is hearing this.
Sorry,
we love you from Pittsburgh.
Wait a minute. We don't know what he does, though.
No, why don't you ask him? I mean, I don't know.
Well, I mean, you're the guy behind the guy.
Well, you're the new host now for this episode.
For this episode, I'm taking over.
Johnny's the marketing genius behind everything here.
Yeah, if you want to call it genius, I don't know. But you could call it whatever you want. Tell us what you do for Hunting for Glory podcast.
I produce the podcast, get all these guys set up. I put his makeup on before every podcast. Doesn't really work, as you can see.
No,
that's why he wants me to tell
no,
it.
but I set up. I'm behind the scenes, usually running video, audio. We got some good help here today. Very fortunate to have these boys behind the cams today, which is great. But yeah, that's just here when
you're not doing Hunting for Glory podcast, what are you doing in general?
I'm a real estate property management in the city. I manage like the luxury high-rise buildings, residential buildings in Chicago. Deal with a lot of very rich people on a daily basis, and it can be very tiring sometimes.
No.
Let me tell you.
Is that why you don't answer your text or phone calls sometimes?
Whenever Billy calls, I'm here on the 20th call. So.
He's dealing with the richest person before he calls back you.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
He's dealing with a lot of rich people.
Yeah, I gotta go down the line of who's got the most money, who's gonna maybe give me some money.
Yeah, and then there's Billy.
That's all right. I'll be the low man on total. As long as you call me back eventually.
Yeah. That's all. So
how about you?
Wait, I got a question. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Before you go, because I know you got some questions for me. How is this whole relationship with you two, and how did this all come to we're all doing a podcast for Billy Katz?
Do you want to go into it? I mean, I can.
You can go ahead. Go
well,
ahead.
I mean,
I want to hear your version. So
no, I mean, my version's pretty simple.
I want to hear both your versions because I asked the question.
Of course, yeah. I mean,
it's
pretty simple. Like, Danny Jr., my brother, technically half brother. He's just my full brother.
Mm-hmm.
Danny Sr.'s son. We've always known each other. My whole life, I've always known Billy.
Junior's my cousin. Uncle Danny's my Uncle
My
Danny.
brother's his cousin.
Yeah.
We've always known each other. We were never super close until I kind of started getting into hunting and fishing. I remember it was I don't know, a while ago now, about 10 years ago almost. 7, 8. And I always loved fishing. I would just like every day during the summer I'd be out just on a lake in the town I grew up in and trying to grab something, and I'd be out every day. And Danny saw that. Danny, obviously being a big fisherman and hunter, and he's like, "Well, I mean, let me see if Billy will bring you out to the property. If we can just bring you out to the property." Because I've always expressed to Danny Jr. that I'd love to go hunting. I thought that was the coolest thing. Yeah. It would be just such an awesome experience. And thankfully, Billy's like, yeah, bring him out. He's obviously always been very open to getting more people involved into the sport and making sure that he's kind of sharing the experiences with everybody. And, I was very fortunate. He said yes. And then ever since then, been very fortunate to be part of the crew, very excited. So, I mean, that's really it.
It was what? Yes. Yeah, it was probably 10 years ago. But then you came, and then, well, what had happened is you just came for second season shotgun, I remember. And I think the first time you came, I gave you my dad's 20 gauge smooth bore, and you did shoot a doe. You shot a big doe.
Yeah,
the first time you came.
Yeah, your dad's gun.
Yeah.
And I remember
you shit your pants half the time.
I was shitting my pants.
But you were so excited. And you loved it.
Which
he did.
I think I expressed this on the first episode. That was a while ago. I went out there. It was your dad's. It was your dad's Browning. 20 gauge.
Browning 20 squareback.
Yeah.
The old Belgium.
And no scope. I'm pretty proud to say that my first kill
open sight.
Was open sight. And it was my second year. I had a really good look my first year in the George Ball stand. I was sitting with Danny Jr. and I just didn't know what to do. Any movement, I thought I was going to spook the fucking thing. So I don't think I got anything first year. And then the second year I went, I'm sitting in the Taj stand. And I think it was Saturday. I think it was like the last day we were going to go out. And I'm like, you know what? They talk about...
It was the last afternoon.
Last afternoon. Last afternoon, I mean. It's like, listen, everybody always talks about you're going to fuck up in hunting. It's going to happen. Yeah. It builds you into a better hunter. So I'm like, I see a doe walking with... there was a fawn with it, so I was able to size it from a distance pretty well.
Sure.
And it was kind of up the ridge. I was looking off back to my right, up the ridge.
It was in the timber, and it was real thick in there. Yeah.
And it was...
It was
a not to toot my own horn, but it was I think a pretty far shot open sight. It
was a tough shot in all that brush.
And I saw it and I'm like, listen, they're talking about making mistakes. I gotta at least attempt at trying to get this thing. I have to at least take a shot and see what happens. I think I'm pretty good with my aim. So, eventually I took the shot, I lined up, so careful. So I was shaking and I had to calm myself down. So I took the shot, thing goes down. I am absolutely, I'm shitting my pants in the stand. I'm texting all the guys. They're like, stay in the stand. I'm like, why? I need to go see this thing right now. Yeah, I know why now, obviously, but I'm like shaking out of my boots. It was one of the coolest experiences of my life. I've always played sports my whole life. I've done all of these things. I've played hockey. I've played football, baseball, lacrosse, you name it, and I've probably played it. And there's no one experience in any of those sports that I could point to that was more exciting than that moment of shooting my first doe. It was electric, is the only way to describe it.
Like you said, you were shaking and you didn't know what to do with yourself. Yeah. But that's the thing that most people don't understand is, regardless if you're going to kill it or not, your body goes through something and your adrenaline jacks up when you have a chance of actually killing something. Mm-hmm. And if you're not going to kill, which is fine, a lot of hunters pass and whatever, but once you get that feeling and you get that adrenaline rush and you do kill, oh my Lord, it's unbelievable feeling. Oh, yeah. So then what, was the year after, or was it the year after or 2 years after you shot your first buck, right?
It was the year after that, got my first buck. And I will say, before shooting anything, you're scared. You're like, I don't know if I can do this. I'm not sure if I really know I've always wanted to be.
You're taking a life.
You're really, exactly. Yeah. You understand that. Yeah. And ultimately you have to understand, we're doing this for the benefit of the environment. We're doing it for the benefit of, we're putting food on our tables. Yeah. We're giving food to our friends and family. And, we're having an experience with our group.
Yep.
And I was very scared before that, but then, after it really just kind of flushed out, it was that was one of the greatest things, one of the greatest experiences ever. And then, the second year got my buck. Yeah. Even bigger reaction. I thought it couldn't get any more exciting. And then I put that thing down. I think that was only a 35-yard shot. Really nothing. It was top of right or end of right road.
Yeah. It's a good deer.
Yeah, and it was. Yeah, I was very happy with it. I was even more excited there. I think we had to track it a little bit, but
You shit your pants a little bit. But
exactly.
That's what happens when they got horns in their
but
head.
you
That's what
get
happens.
excited every time. Every single one since is just a different exciting experience. Because there's a different story behind it.
Yeah, I've been introduced to it only because of Billy, and not so much because that's not my life or what I've done, but it's very interesting and fascinating, and that's why I decided to come on as a producer to be a part of this podcast. So, yeah. Absolutely.
But you came out to the farm. We shot a bunch of gons years ago.
Yeah, hold on. How did you guys meet, by the way? I don't think I ever really got this story.
Jesus, that's a long
one. That's crazy.
That's a long one there.
I used to actually, I used to go to Immaculate Conception High School, and Billy's obviously older than me. I mean, you can look at him.
Fuck off, John.
and
I only got you by 3 or 4 assholes.
Obviously, we know that. But anyway,
Goes without question.
I used to hang out a couple grades earlier. I'll say that, a couple grades earlier, with his sister, younger sister, and all of us used to go over to his place. And
My parents' place.
Your parents' place.
I was in college. I was going.
Well, you were a kid. I know that.
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
So thanks for clarifying that.
Yeah, fuck off.
So, and then being there, he was too big for his britches, and he was, just I'm all over the place doing my thing, and he was the older brother that was like, oh, it's the older guy, and he used to come in and come out, and that's how I knew him, and then we reconnected. What was it? Right when you did Season to Remember?
Yeah, 2015. I filmed it in 2016. So,
and then our mutual friend Carl, said,
"You guys got to hook
talk
up."
to Johnny.
Yeah. And then I was doing the film, and I finished the film. And like we were going to do
in production.
Yeah, Johnny. We're going to get into the story where you were involved in Jerry Springer, but I was going to do a premiere in Elmhurst. We're going to show the film, and then Carl was like, I grew up with Carl's wife. She lived two houses down from me, and I did like it was a Kickstarter campaign or something, I think. Something like that, right? To get the film out for the premiere or something. Yeah. And Carl saw it. I was trying to sell DVDs or something. And he's like, oh, dude, you got to talk to Johnny. And Carl called me. I'm like, okay, who's Johnny, Mm-hmm. So then me and him sat down we went to...
Who's Johnny? But I used to go to his house.
Yeah.
And hang
but I
out
was
all the
older.
time.
I didn't know.
Which Johnny's the right question?
Yeah, he didn't know.
I didn't know.
was like a peon.
I had no idea. I was older. I hung out with my younger sister and stuff. I was in college. So I did the film, and then me and him sat down for dinner one night and had a bunch of drinks. I'm like, wow.
A bunch.
Yeah, just a few. And then I'm like, oh, fuck, this guy knows what the fuck he's talking about. And he used to do shit for fucking Springer. This guy's going to help me.
Say that one more time.
This guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Okay, so we hit it off from the get-go. And then, he helped me, and I had the premiere, and he did a phenomenal job for me. And then we just became very good friends. And he's like, hey, dude, you got some here. Let's roll on this. And he's the one who told me, I'll never forget, when I did the film, he's like, you should start a podcast now. And I'm like,
I told your mother.
Yeah.
I told your mother today.
Yeah.
I said, 10 years ago, this is 2026, 2016.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I said, you need to do a podcast. And you go, nah, it's been done before. We don't need to do it.
Yeah.
And then 2026 or 2025, Billy came up and said, hey, I want to do a podcast. I went, no,
well, that was his idea too. That was his idea too.
Shit.
Yeah.
It takes two people to have him come to his senses.
Almost 10 years ago, we should be doing a podcast.
Don't be mad. We're doing it now, right?
I know. We're doing it now.
Yeah. So,
here's a word from our sponsor.
No, but we became very good friends, and then we've been working together for, probably 10 years. I mean, working together, we don't really call it work because we're very good friends, and we've stayed tight. Yeah. Since day one, we've hit it off, and he's helped me, I've helped him, and we just sit there and sometimes we brainstorm. We'll have a couple drinks. And we're like, all right, what are we gonna do next? What are we gonna do this? And I don't know. He's done a lot of good things for me, and I think I've helped him as well. And we got a lot of good things ahead, and I know he's always by my side. I know.
Yeah, of course.
You know, we sit down and we, let's do this, let's do that. I ain't got much to worry about when I know we sit down and have a couple beers. We're gonna figure it out.
A couple?
Yeah,
Only a couple?
Yeah.
It's not beers. It's usually
I
whiskey.
can't wait for a couple
Usually
hours
about
where I'm not
30
on
to
your
40.
side. Then I'll be by my side.
No, the premiere went off very well. We had a ton of people.
No, that was great. You're talking about Season to Remember.
Correct.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got.
So that's why I don't think we got there. So maybe we should talk about that for a
Yeah,
second.
but you got me on what? Amazon Prime.
Prime.
We had that.
Sportsman.
Yeah,
I was there for Sportsman.
Sportsman Channel. We went to the
Yeah,
Shot Show a
Sportsman
lot. I
Channel.
mean, we grinded out for a couple of years, and then
We did.
they wanted us to do a TV show. Remember?
Yep. And then we were working on a possible, and it's still possible.
Yeah.
TV show called Campfire Stories.
Right.
Because we're looking at all the, and again, from where my expertise is understanding where, as a producer, where the trajectory of things are going, which as far as series.
Yeah.
So you got Netflix, you got Amazon, you got Hulu, you got Apple, you got, so I started looking at, he did a documentary, The Season to Remember, which was great, and that's where I became involved. And I started looking at that and going, well, can we do something that might be a series, something to keep him relevant, something to keep something going every single week? And how can we do something like that? And then I came up with the idea of doing a Campfire Stories show,
Right. Yeah.
which would be prominent people in the hunting and fishing outdoors world of understanding and talking about how their, what
Normal
their
life portrays to what
Yeah.
we were doing. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's where we came up with that, and that's something we were working on. So that was something very, very big, and I thought it was going to go very well, and then with me it went very wrong in my situation. But we can get to that when you guys are ready. But
No, go on.
yeah.
Go on.
So anyway, I mean, working with all of that, doing a lot of things that I was doing, being a producer in this world. and
Where were
maybe-
your
maybe I
roots,
should
though?
start-
Let's start there, and then we're
Should
going to
we?
go back to what we were talking about. Where were your roots, and where did you start from?
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So I started off as an actor.
Tony and Tina's wedding?
Tony Tina's wedding. I did Tony Tina's wedding. That was New York, Chicago.
Yeah.
And I played Tony for a couple of years, which that was a lot of fun, and did it a whole bunch of different places as well. But I also did along the time I did Jerry Springer Show, and I was the stage manager, post-production supervisor of the show for 10 years. And in the height of the show, and this was a part of me, all I wanted to do was be an actor.
Yeah.
And I when I used to work for Springer, I used to be the DJ for their parties, for the Jerry Springer parties. So when the director needed somebody, he goes, "Hey, let's get Johnny. We like him. Let's get him." So I acted like I knew what I was doing, and they paid me. That was basically, I mean, that's how I got into this whole behind-the-scenes business, which is nuts. But I found out that I did well. I did well behind the scenes, and I you either sink or swim, and I swam, and I was a cross-country swimmer, I guess. but I don't know. After that, it was something that was I kept with the show, but then I went and did my own post-production. I work with Comcast. I work with.
Did you do Ellen DeGeneres show?
Well, I did Ellen. I worked with Ellen as a stage manager. I started this Steve Wilkos show.
Well, don't forget your biggest production, the Hunting for Glory podcast.
Well, I was trying to lead up to that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was a complete lead. And that was the end of it. But where was I?
No, you're doing all the stuff you did, like Ellen DeGeneres and all that other stuff. I mean, you did a lot of stuff. I mean, you had to see a lot of shit on the Springer Show.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know.
And then I mean, after that, I got into production, video production, and then got into movies, and I did international movies. I got movies on I got a movie on Showtime called what's it called?
Is the one from Czechoslovakia?
Yeah, what the hell was that one called? Damn. I'll
put
let
it-
you know
we'll
in a
put it
minute.
right there, down below him.
I'm just too nice. I don't want to mention it.
That's right. That's right.
In Amazon, and then got Billy's movie on Amazon as well, doing the same stuff, and just trying. A guy from a small town meeting big time people like a Jerry Bruckheimer or Steven Spielberg.
Yeah. You used to go to PGA and a DJ every year, right?
Well, I'm part of the PGA, which is the Producers Guild of America. I'm the Directors Guilds of America.
Yeah.
Directors Guild, and I meet a lot of different people, and I've done so well with just being true to people, not bullshitting people, just doing my thing, and that's how I've gotten and grown, and gotten my stuff on Showtime.
Yeah.
Got my stuff on Amazon, gotten your stuff, and been true to a lot of different people.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, when something, you keep going, you don't pay attention to yourself.
Yeah.
And when that happens,
Shit breaks
in my
down.
case,
Yeah,
shit breaks down.
Shit breaks down.
And you have a stroke.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at right now.
How old were you when you had it?
I was 47 years old, 2 days into my 48th birthday.
Yep.
And
I'll never forget it. You called me when you were in the process of having it.
I was in the ambulance calling you, telling you I'm going to be a little late to come and see you.
We were supposed to go for cigars and drinks, right? It's like, Bill,
said-
I'm having a stroke. I'm like, what?
I said, Bill, I'm having a stroke.
Like, what?
And I
Billy
got to
asked
go.
what he should do with your cigar.
And he goes, what are you talking about? I went to the EMT. I went, can you talk to him? He goes, your friend's having a stroke. And put the phone back to him.
Yeah. I'll never forget it.
And he goes, okay, I'll call you later. And that was it.
Your
I went,
wife called me 2 minutes later.
I
but-
went, yeah. She did, right?
Yeah,
I
I
went,
took the memory.
I went, does he not understand now? and then I went to the EMT. I went, I'm having a fucking stroke.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? And I didn't, whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But it stopped life.
Yeah.
And life was so good. Life was moving really, really well.
Yeah.
And that's something that everybody should really understand or know.
Yeah.
Check your blood pressure, understand it, and follow the issues that you're having inside of your life or whatever it is inside of yourself.
Take care of your health.
Take care of your health.
Yeah.
Because that happened to me, and I'm sitting here 50 years old now.
Yeah.
A lot of pain
Hey, you deal with it every day, don't you?
that I deal with every single fucking day.
Yeah.
And the things that I dealt with when I was at the red carpet with the Jerry Bruckheimer or Steven Spielberg or whoever else means nothing of what I'm going through right now.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
It's crazy.
But what are you going to turn it into? Because I know you're a survivor, and I know you're a fucking
absolutely.
hard-headed motherfucker. So, what are you working on now? I know what you're doing. I mean, I know you're fighting it, and we go out and whatever, and we do what we do, and we're still doing what we do. But you ain't stopping. But I know you're working on some other stuff too, as well, to go off of this. Correct? This has inspired you on some things, right? I know you have a young son too, as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do.
So.
Who's going to be a big movie star someday?
Yeah.
Is what I'm
Well,
hearing.
he's part of my inspiration. He is my inspiration completely because, he has the personality. of
Culkin?
What's that?
Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay. Yeah, even more. Yeah, completely. But we're doing a trailer with him being Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone.
Yeah,
and he is doing so well with acting like him.
Yeah,
Like the whole thing, which is, I looked at him. I said, "Listen, you want me to put this together? I'll introduce you to some agents. I'll introduce you. What the fuck is my kid? I'll get you agents. I'll introduce. This is all business. It's all business with me all the time. I'll introduce the agents, and that's about it. That's it. No, I said, listen, if you want to do this, this is what we're gonna do. But anyway, we'll see if that works. If it does, if it doesn't, it's all up to him. But yeah, he's doing.
went through some shit.
Yeah.
Went through some shit. And the other thing that I'm doing, and then we'll go back into our whole conversation, is because of my experience, I am writing a book, something I thought I would never do. I'm not a writer. I always wanted to be, but I'm not. But I guess I can't say that anymore because I am. And I'm writing a book called A Stroke of Reality, and it started off of what I was doing or my experience,
Yeah.
but then it turned into maybe I can do something that is parallel universes, and I could do something different, like a Sixth Sense or Interstellar or something like that. And I'm on chapter 10 at the moment, and I think it's gonna, I think it's interesting. If
That's
it works, then I'll make a film out of it, and then I'll direct the film or have somebody else direct it, and I'll get back into the film world. But right now, I ain't doing anything other than enjoying my life and having fun,
I'm
hanging
excited
out with
to
you
read that.
guys.
That's gonna be
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
gonna be great. You could add writer to the titles. You got writer, film producer,
Never knew.
production,
Well, you're running
stage
a marketing
manager.
company.
My only title is Ralphie
Ralph, yeah,
because I threw up in the bar one time at deer
someone else
camp.
took that over. So.
You got it.
What happened? You threw up in Ralphie's bar?
No. This was-
He got a nickname.
This was my
came
first
out of the
year.
bar.
It was
Yeah, one of his first years.
Yeah. It was my first year
Yeah.
at deer camp. We
He got christened.
probably the top 5 drunkest I've ever been in my life because they just kept feeding me drinks.
Because
And,
he thought he was cool.
a decade later, they're still calling me Ralphie. So,
Oh boy.
so that's my title, and you got all the cool stuff.
I hung out with Ralphie actually a couple times.
What the guy that? What was that?
Vince Vaughn. Vince. What's his name?
I thought Ralphie was the guy that shot him in the eye from what was a Christmas Story.
Oh, Christmas Story?
No, the little kid Ralphie. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's Ralphie from Christmas Story. No.
Yeah, the little kid.
Yeah, the guy with the
No, I'm talking
glasses.
because that's just
Well, that's what we call
yeah,
it.
that's just
Yeah, I
what they
know
call
him.
me.
I was hanging out with him and Vince Vaughn on Rush Street.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
That's
all
awesome.
the time.
Dang.
All the time. We used to because we were. I mean, we're Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
So we were the biggest show in town. Nobody else did anything. So everybody.
Yeah.
We got into anywhere.
That's
oh my
awesome.
God! It was and yeah, Ralphie, Vince Vaughn, all that. Yeah.
When was Springer in his prime? 90s? Was 90s, right?
Yeah, that was my prime.
I'll never forget the first time I was maybe like 8 years old, helping my grandparents with a garage sale. Had this little tiny 12-inch screen TV just playing in the background of the garage sale. I'm sitting there, and then my grandma puts on Jerry Springer. I thought it was the funniest thing in the entire world. From then on, up until like they ended, I was watching it. I thought it was the
Yeah.
funniest thing ever.
That was the most
first
fucked up
episode I
shit
saw.
I've
They were
ever
like
seen.
throwing tomatoes at somebody. It was great. It was great.
You guys had to see some shit, and I know someone's in the background over there, my sister. But we're gonna do. She was involved in it too. But I know we're gonna actually do an episode coming up here with the whole Springer crew.
Yeah, we'll bring the crew in.
Yeah, we're gonna do, and they're gonna hear some crazy stories. It might be a longer podcast, but you guys are gonna hear some serious fucked up stories. I guess I'll put it that way. What the crew actually dealt with, and I know that documentary was out on Netflix about the Springer thing.
Yeah. Just to give a little bit of a preview.
Yeah.
Before my stroke, I was
Production company.
I
Right.
was I was actually talking with Jerry before he passed away, and I got reconnected with Jerry. This was like
That'd be what?
September before he passed away in April. So this was September. I gotta say it's 2019, and I called up his publicist, Linda, who, we're all family. We're all part of family. Everybody knows each other, right? And I was talking to one of my producers, and I said I was working on a movie I was trying to work on a movie with what's his name? What's the Gladiator?
Russell
guy?
Crowe.
Russell Crowe movie.
Russell Crowe.
Russell
that's
Crowe.
right.
And I and I'm not here to talk that I'm like being a big McGaff, whatever.
Yeah.
Like whatever. This is the stuff I was working on. Again, small time kid from a small time place in Melrose Park.
Yeah.
So yes, this is a big accomplishment.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I got Russell Crowe to pay attention to what I'm doing, right? So I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff. Then I'm talking with Jerry Bruckheimer, same thing, okay? And now I'm working on getting the Jerry Springer show out there. So I go to talk to Jerry, and I called Linda, and I said, Linda.
It was a doc, right? It was
Linda,
a documentary.
Yeah, I wanted to do doc.
Yeah.
So I told Linda, I said, can you... She goes, I don't know what you've been doing. I said, well, neither do I. But listen, what I want to do is a documentary on Jerry, and I want to do it very sincere, and I don't want to do it superficial. I don't want to be, I don't want to have all these people ask you all these different questions the way that they would ask you. That would make you look like you're stupid. And so they called me the next day. And Jerry met me the next 2 days after that, and I sat with Jerry, and I talked to him about it, and he said, Johnny, a lot of people talking about documentaries, and I really don't want to do it. Why would I want to do it? Blah blah. I said, Jerry, this is the way that I would do it, man, and this is what you did for me, and what was really awesome. I got to tell you this. This is probably something that's really big. I got to tell him what he did for me.
Yeah. Yep.
From a 21-year-old kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
What he did for me
Yeah.
as
A person.
a person
Right.
that he didn't know that he was doing it. It was his show. But what his show did for me was probably it gave me my whole life. It gave me my whole trajectory of
Where you're
what
going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I got to tell him that.
Yeah.
Then he died 6 months later.
Yeah.
But within that time, I told him, this is what I want to do. And he says, I don't know about it, Johnny. I said, let me meet you in 1 month, and I'm going to show you exactly what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I met him a month later, October 31st, 2019. And I showed him what I wanted, and I got a video of exactly him watching what I showed him. And I showed it to him. And he looked at it, and he looked up at me, and he said, I'll do it. Boom. That was it. He died in April.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to talk to, I had talked to his agent. I had talked to, so many people to try to get this done. And I was so close to doing it. And then
Gone.
stroke.
Oh.
My stroke.
Yeah.
He was gone. But then I stopped because of my stroke and what happened.
Yeah.
And that slammed me down. I was working on Bob Seger movie.
Yeah.
I was working on so many different things. I was working on meeting Steven Spielberg again. I was working on so many different projects and so many different things. But you know what? After that happened to me, everything just told me that I need to just relax and focus on, obviously, myself and my family, and then figure things out after that.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing else matters other than that.
Yeah,
Which
absolutely.
is,
Puts things
you
into
know,
perspective.
very liberating,
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
So, yeah. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, very true. Very
So,
true.
yeah.
Very.
Yeah.
You're a fighter, dude. You're a fighter.
100%.
You've been through some shit. You've seen some fucking crazy shit too.
I've seen a lot.
You know, I mean,
I haven't stopped.
you know, and you
You've been
ain't
to
stopping,
you've been to
so-
the bar with Billy one time. You've seen some crazy shit.
I'm not doing any bad shit.
Yeah.
No, that is really cool. Honestly, that's to like have, you know, obviously have something tragic happen, and then it really puts things into perspective. Really makes you kind of realign, figure out what is the most important. It, you know, sometimes is necessary, obviously in unfortunate circumstances, but it, you know, it's you're kind of going one day at a time, and it's, you know, you're figuring it out, which is cool.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
we
You're
obviously
alive.
appreciate your help here. You know, it's
Absolutely.
been instrumental in getting this
Yeah.
off the ground. So
You're alive because you could only take care of yourself. You could only take care of everybody else if you take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Your family and the people you care about. And that's what it is.
Yeah.
Anything else doesn't really matter.
You notice as
It's
you,
all facade.
Do you notice as you get older that your circle gets smaller? Yes or no? I mean, you got to look at it this way. I mean,
I from what you're saying, I would say yes,
yeah,
but my circle's always been small.
yeah, okay.
So yes, I completely get that.
Did you notice one thing when you had a stroke and who was there and who was not? Yes or no?
You see it later in time.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Had to ask.
You
Yeah.
see it later, and you see it as time goes by.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
and it is what are you gonna do?
No, there's nothing you're
Yeah.
gonna do about it. You're just
If
gonna move
anything,
on.
it helps clear things up. You know,
Yeah.
it shows you where everyone's loyalties are, or, you know, whatever that may be, whatever
Yeah.
that may look like. You know,
So what are you doing
might
now?
help.
You got the marketing company, right? So that's what you're doing every day, right?
Yeah.
Doing marketing for all kinds of companies, right?
I'm doing marketing. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, we've been talking about it for fucking 10 years.
Oh, what the fuck?
I mean, Jesus Christ, John. I mean, come on.
All right, let's talk about it now.
No, if anybody needs any marketing, he does a shitty job. It's horrible.
Terrible.
He charges you $2 a
do-
month. I mean, it's phenomenal.
No good marketing. If you want to get new clients or patients or anything, you contact Johnny. Whoa.
No, we got a good thing going here. I mean, we got a
Yeah,
lot
absolutely.
of good stuff coming. I mean, Joey Pittsburgh over here is, you know, trying to take the lead. Yeah.
I'll still be involved. I'll still be here. Hey, we're flying
He's
out to
coming in, coming out.
next month, even when after I'm gone. Just you know,
What are we doing in Florida?
I don't know. You wanted to meet some guys out there, or
a
something
little
like
fishing,
that.
maybe?
Yeah, we're doing a little fishing, which will be really fun.
We'll see what happens with that, right?
nice. So
No, we got a lot of good things ahead of us.
Yeah,
us three.
absolutely.
This is the team. These are the three guys that anchor everything down. I have to say that from day one. And you've been with me since the film, and thank God you jumped aboard and
And
you came up
further.
with the idea of, I'll do it. Okay, let's do it. A little light bulb under my ass. I'll do it. Which is a good thing. So we're going to light up the world here. I tell you that in the
right.
next couple of years, as long as we stick together. So,
100%.
What are you going to do? What are you doing now? And what is your end all be all? If I can ask that
What do
question.
I mean, that's a great question. I feel like I'm still young. I just turned 29, but feel like I'm still young, figuring it out. But I'm in, you know, like I said, property management. I'm going to be doing that out in Pittsburgh too. And, you know, ultimately the biggest thing for me has always just been like family, having a family, being with my family. So that's the ultimate goal. When it comes to, I mean, I'd like to, if, you know, this blows up, which it's
Yep.
going to,
Yep. Yep.
you know, even more, just produce, just be like, just do this all the
Yep.
time would be, I have so much more fun just sitting down, putting together these podcasts and kind of going through, putting in, taking out what we need to. I have so much more fun doing that in the, however long it takes me to edit every episode than, doing actual. Nobody likes their job, unless you went into something you really love, which is very admirable.
Yeah. Stuff.
Yeah, I have so much fun like putting these together, and whenever they get online, I'm like so excited for the outcome. I'm excited to see the analytics and see which ones are doing better, or where we can go, what we can do better, and it'd be fun. It'd be so fun to be able to just be a part of this crew and
well, you already are,
but I know, but just even more so. You know what I mean? Just pumping something out every day. It'd be awesome.
That's why we got to do SHOT Show in January.
I'm very excited.
Oh yeah,
I'm very excited.
SHOT Show January is going to be.
We gotta go, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. This year's a no-brainer.
You're filming. All of us are in. You're filming.
Yes.
And I'm gonna.
You're gonna run the blackjack table.
I'm gonna ride a scooter.
He's gonna do the scooter.
All the way around. Woohoo, you motherfuckers! Anyway.
No, well, thanks.
Did we get everything done?
I think we did. What do you guys think?
We got anything to talk about? Because he's gonna edit it, so we could.
I don't know. What do you wait?
Chop it up. I don't want to say something about anything.
No, I mean I'm super happy to be a part of this. Honestly, it's so much fun just getting together with you guys and doing this, and all the people that we've had on, and even just having you and Rich just kind of shoot the shit.
Yeah.
It's so fun to watch behind the scenes and just be a part of. Like, I'm very excited for where this is going. Seriously, I
we got some big announcements ahead.
Yeah, we have.
Cool. We're gonna cut that out. But is there anything you want to say?
I don't know.
Cameras there.
Thank you, Johnny.
We might have some new team members coming up here, so let's mention over there.
Let's transition that.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think we should do that.
Listen, I said something earlier.
Okay.
We have a couple of new guys helping us out, which very, very fortunate you guys here. We got Chris and Rossi Jr. here, so very excited. Great team, know what they're doing here. So
come up to the mic.
What's that?
I want you to make sure you're up to the mic.
Oh, I got you. I got you. I have to tell these guys I have to tell them every day.
He does this. He does this all the time.
For you guys behind the cams right now.
So I'm giving him that.
It's certainly. I thank you for saying that, by the way, because the guys behind the cameras don't get nearly enough appreciation here. Let me say
they do not. No, they don't.
And never will. So you know.
Never will.
They don't.
Just so you know.
Exactly.
It's true. You guys.
I remember the first
happen.
show I ever mixed for. It was.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Well, it was.
How you got involved in this?
Well, I went to school for audio engineering. I was an audio engineer for a while. Did a lot of really cool stuff, big shows. Was going on tours with people. Mixed for a lot of big art, Big and Rich, Riley Green, Zach Brown Band.
Oh, wow.
Which was so much fun. So much fun. I loved it. It was a great time. Brutal days, brutal weekends, and then COVID hit, and I was like, ultimately, my goal in life, I want to have a family. I want to settle down. I don't want to be on the road for 6 months out of the year.
Yeah, that's tough.
I want a job where I can have like a stable income, support my family, do stuff like that. So made the switch over to real estate, property management. Doing very well in that industry. I do miss doing that stuff. I love doing this, the podcast and everything. I ran a lot of podcasts back in the day too. So from there, obviously knew what I was talking about with audio and video. So kind of
sure do.
Connected with Billy on that, and we got this stuff started. So yeah.
Good ideas, good shit to come, boys. What do you
absolutely, absolutely, 100%.
Yep.
I'm solid. Yeah. You're solid. All you gotta do is wrap it up, Bill.
The thing that sucks is the next episode probably is going to be about the Springer guys, so we got to listen to Johnny's shit again.
And I got a lot more to say.
Oh, God. Just wait for the next one.
To say. I have a lot more to say. Hey.
Well, thanks for another Hunting for Glory podcast.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. More good stuff to come.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.